right. Hello, everybody. This is Nicole Whitlock with eCom Sellers, and this is the eCom Sellers Academy Keyword Research and Niche Research Workshop. So today we're covering part one of the workshop, which is keyword research. Again, my name is Nicole Whitlock, and I'm the creator and co-founder of everything that is eCom Sellers related. I've been selling online since 2014, selling offline since 2008. I am the vice president of a nonprofit, and I'm a single mom with two special needs teens at this point. Selling online has been the one thing that has helped my family tremendously to be able to cover our expenses, keep the lights on, keep the roof over our head, keep water coming out of the faucet. And so I believe that e-commerce can be a solution for many different families. So we're going to get into keyword research and niche research, which is paramount to being an e-commerce seller. You got to figure that part of the business out. And ironically, today I was doing an exercise with my son on that very same topic. So this workshop is being taught from a new seller perspective. And so if you've been selling online, well, you can be an existing seller. You've been selling for a while. There's something that everyone can get out of this. So if you're a new seller, this information can be helpful for you. If you've been selling for a while, this information can also be helpful to you. You can use the information I'm going to be sharing on any platform. So it's not platform specific, which is great because, again, you can use it. There's some nuances that you might modify for different platforms, but in essence, you can use these techniques and strategies on any platform. So we're going to be covering niche research, what it is and how to do it, and then keyword research and what it is and how to do it. One of the things that I always cover is making sure that everyone on this journey, like your mindset matters so much. How you see yourself, how you see yourself making progress in your business or not making progress in your business, what's stopping you, what is holding you back. Being able to get up and do this day after day so that you can make the type of progress and make the kind of money that you want to make in your business is so important. So at the end of the day, there's going to be some suggestions that I'll have, and I want you to take from whatever I give you that you feel like you can use or apply to your business and apply it. If you feel like the value of the information I'm giving you is not anything that you can use, there may be one little piece that you could say, okay, I can use part of that. But again, at the end of the day, you are the business owner. You make all the decisions about your inventory, decisions about how much time you're going to invest in your business, how much money you're going to invest in inventory, what your profit margins are. You are the ultimate decision maker when it comes to your business. Because of that, I want to encourage you to do some things to help your business to be successful. And one of them is to treat your business like a business. You need to set hours, which is building a schedule. You need to set goals and do some planning. You need to establish a budget. All of these things are extremely important to your overall success as a seller. Being consistent is the number one key to your success. Getting better over time is also the next thing. You got to focus on what it is that you're wanting to build or that you're wanting to do in your business. And again, you need to plan for your future success all the time. So putting together a game plan, figuring out what goals you want to achieve and how long you're going to give yourself to achieve them. Whatever you put into place, I would encourage you, whatever schedule you build and whatever goals you set, I encourage you to execute them consistently for at least 3 months. If you do that, then what you'll discover over time is that you're hopefully building some momentum in your business. Building momentum is extremely important. It's one of the drivers to your success, because when someone gets momentum in their business, then they're willing to move forward. They're willing to keep going. They're willing to get up and do it again and again and again. When they feel like there is no forward motion in their business, then they are easily swayed. They are easily distracted by the next shiny object, or it's easy for them just to walk away. So when you invest time and energy in your business, it makes you want to commit to it. Commit to being consistent in it. Commit to being focused, and commit to putting together a game plan. I want to encourage you to put together a budget when it comes to your business, how much money you're willing to spend and how much you're willing to invest. And I want to encourage you to track your budget, do all the accounting stuff that you're supposed to do as a business owner. So remember, at the end of the day, it is your business. All the decisions, all the progress, or all the lack of progress is connected directly to how much you invest in it. There is, in some cases, a slow buildup when it comes to this business. So I refer to it as priming the pump. And you need to be prepared for that part of the business. That part of the business where you're going to be just priming the pump for a little bit until the water comes out the other side. If you've never seen that, you should probably pull up a YouTube video about priming the pump, or just do a Google search for images. And then hopefully that analogy will make more sense to you. So today we're going to talk about keyword research and what it is and how it impacts your business. Now, the keyword research that you do is so important. When you are listing products, how your products are found, there's a number of different ways. And one of them has everything to do with the title and the description. The words that you put into the title, at least a couple of them need to be keywords in addition to what the product is. They need to be the words in which people are searching for this particular product. What are the words that they're using to search for this product? It could be one singular word, or it could be multiple words. When we're talking multiple words, those are considered long tail keywords. When we're talking just a singular word, then it's probably what it is, like shoes. Okay, so if you're selling shoes, or you're selling tennies, or you're selling whatever it happens to be, if it's a singular word, then it's a singular word and it is what it is. But there are other words that are sometimes associated with or connected to whatever the product is that you're selling. So I'll give you an example. If I were to say apple pie is a thing. It's considered a noun. It's two words. It's apple and then pie. Might be defined as a long tail keyword. Are we selling apple pies? Nope. But what else is apple pie? Well, apple pie could also be considered a dessert, right? A dessert is also a noun. It can also be a descriptor. We're going to have apple pie for dessert. And it is a dessert. English language is so funny sometimes because we have words that can be nouns and verbs and nouns and adjectives, and it's just crazy, the mixture. But the point is that when someone comes to a place where they can type in what it is that they're looking for, it is extremely important that the words that they are typing are some of the same words that you have in the title and the description of the product that you happen to be selling. So you want to make sure that you've done a little bit of work before you just create that listing. Don't just create the listing and then be frustrated when you don't get any sales and don't get any traffic to your listing. You need to include as many words as possible that are connected to or associated with whatever the product is. So there's different types of shoes. We know that. There's dress shoes. There's casual shoes. There's tennis shoes. Sandals are considered a shoe because they go on your feet. Slides are considered slides, and sometimes they're classified under sandals, and they're considered shoes. So there's so many different connecting words that could be incorporated either into your title and or description so that your product has the potential to come up in the search engine. That's ultimately what you want. So why would people wear dress shoes? Well, they might be going to an event, a formal event or an affair. So formal attire or formal wear is in most cases connected to dress shoes. So when people are looking for dress shoes, they might also be searching formal attire or formal wear, and they might type in dress shoes as well. That would mean that when I'm thinking about my title, my description, what is this product used for? Well, it's used for formal events. And so what are people wearing at formal events? They're wearing formal attire. So are dress shoes considered formal attire? Yes. Yes, they are. All of those should be somewhere in the body or the description or the title when it comes to just referencing these dress shoes. Now, there's probably different colors that are extremely important, the size of the shoe, whether it is for male or female, those things matter, and the brand. So having the brand information readily available for those people who want to have a specific type of shoe, quality of shoe, brand of shoe, well-known designer of a shoe, that is additional information that could help someone be able to find a specific product. So we would want to include that designer's brand name. We definitely want to include the color and the size. And if there's other attributes like this is wide or this is, there's some people have narrow feet, some people have wide feet. So you want to include as much information in the description as possible, and male or female, whether this is hers or his, that type of stuff is handy. All of those, the things that I just described, would go into the keyword category because that is how people are searching for this particular product. They're looking for maybe female high heel. Again, high heel is associated with a shoe. A shoe goes on the foot. So I'm hoping that you're starting to see the connection with all of the words that I am saying. These are all words that people are typing. When you are going to an event, if you've gone to a formal, it may have been years since you've been to one, but when you're going to a formal event and you're looking for some dress shoes, do you just type in dress shoes? No. You probably put in, if you're a male, you put in male. If you're a female, you put in female. You probably put in your size. You probably put in the color that you're looking for. There might be a designer that you're looking for. All of these things are potential combinations that you're going to put in the search engine. So as a seller, you want to be thinking like a buyer. And what are the words that they're potentially going to be putting into the search engine to find your amazing product? What is it used for and how are they searching for it? What's its intended use or its relevancy? If someone's just looking for women's dress shoes, then you want to make sure that somewhere in the title and or description, you've got women's dress shoes. You also could have it in the search fields on the back end. So again, making sure that you include as many of the word combinations as possible in your title and or description, that you include relevant information, because people aren't just searching for dress shoes. What if they were looking for dress shoes for little kids? Maybe if they were looking for dress shoes for a ring bearer or dress shoes for a flower girl. Like, again, that is specific. They need different types of dress shoes. And they're probably looking for a color and a size. You need to make sure you think of those things when you're creating your listings. Now, when it comes to product research, the keywords matter as well. You could do the research if we stay on the dress shoes category, and you could do some research to determine, is it that more people are buying black dress shoes than they are white dress shoes? Or is there a specific color or style? Are more people buying men's dress shoes or women's? If they're dress shoes for men, do they like the squared off toe or do they like the pointed toe? So again, as you do product research, you are putting in keywords to determine, where your opportunities are. You're trying to figure out, which products are in the most demand. You may be using some tools to do that research. In addition to trying to figure out which products are in the most demand, which ones might you get the best profit margin on? So maybe The square toe men's shoe is the one that is selling the most. Black squared off men's shoe, dress shoe. And now you've got to go find suppliers that can sell you that shoe or that style of shoe and what the price points are, and go do some research and analysis to see which ones are moving and which ones aren't. Or do some research and analysis to go figure out what are the words in the title and what are the words in the description that are in some of the listings that already exist. Again, all of that is part of keyword research. It veers off to product research because, again, you want to do the analysis to figure out what it is that you want to sell. What should you be selling? Which one is going to give you the most bang for your buck? Which one is moving the fastest? Which one can you get the best profit margin on? So the keywords are used in many different ways. When it comes to your specific listing, they help your listing come up in the search engine. Number one, no matter what, that is one of the key things. And the keywords that you use in the title and the keywords that you use in the description matter. And when it comes to the description or the title, you need to make sure that your keywords are either in the first 3 to 5 words, if not the first 3 to 7 words of the title of the product. But the keywords of what it is, and sometimes what it is for, matters. So if you're selling men's black dress shoes, you need to put men's black dress shoes. If the fact that they're a specific designer matters the most, or if it's a size, whatever, all that stuff matters. So if it's a popular designer, it probably goes towards the front within the first 3 to 7 words. And the shoe size could go at the end of the title. But again, the keywords help your item come up in the search. So keywords can help drive traffic to your listing, because when people are searching, your stuff comes up, they're going to go look at your listing. 2, it'll help your listing come up in the search engines, because you want to hopefully get on page 1, if not page 2 of the search results all the time. That's ultimately the goal. When people are buying stuff, I mean, do they go to page 40 to buy stuff? It's very rare that they go to page 40. Like 90% of purchases, if not 96% of purchases, are made on page 1 of any search results. If you're on page 4 or 7, your sales statistics are going to be like, your sales stats are going to be low because you're not getting that traffic. You can use keywords to help promote a specific product, especially if you're running ads, doing sales and deals. Adding those keywords to your promotion will help your item to come up in the search results and hopefully get on page 1. And you can use, when you create a listing, you can use link building tools to help create backlinks to your product. So that, again, when people are looking for men's black square toe dress shoes, that your item comes up because of all the combination of keywords that you're using. If there are people that do affiliate marketing, and so they may include that specific product into content, again, driving traffic to your listing. Look, you can create as many listings as you want to, but unless people can find your stuff, then they're just listings out there in the universe. Your goal at the end of the day is to always get better and stronger at the keywords that you put into the listing so that they can be found organically, so that your item finds its audience. Okay? That's the goal, is that your product finds its audience. So some of the benefits of using keyword research, so that your items can come up in the search engine for sure, so that you can have improved conversion rates. So people click on your links, and once they click on your link, then there's a probability, a certain statistical probability, that they might buy your item because they clicked on your link. Okay. So that you can have a competitive advantage over your competitors. You need the competitive advantage. You got to get better and stronger at using the keywords in your title and description, and also in the back end. If you're the platform that you're selling on has back end search term fields or intended use fields, you want to fill those in as well. To enhance your product and also content strategy. So those people that are maybe writing articles that go in wedding and bridal magazines, there's probably some things that they will write about these dress shoes that will potentially help drive traffic or get more and more people to go buy these dress shoes. Okay. If you're running ads, having keywords in the right places, being strategic about it will also help drive traffic to your listing. And again, if it's a popular thing, like right now, a lot of kids are wearing slides. I will never understand that. I'm like, how can you take off running with slides on? Like you just, it's not one of those things you're gonna be able to do easily. And so depending on what it is and how it is named or the term that it's used, it can help you with market trends. What are the things that are popular right now? What are the things that people are looking for? What are the things that people want? So the different ways to do keyword research, of course, brainstorming, just doing a brain dump. If you do a brain dump, you can get a lot of keywords out. Now, if you are selling products that you know a lot about, if you know a lot about that particular topic, then writing out keywords or things that that particular audience wants or needs, it might be easier for you. If you are a person that works on cars all day and you want to sell products that are related to gardening, but you don't have experience as a gardener, you haven't done any research on what it means to be a gardener or what tools gardeners use, and you haven't personally experienced gardening ever, then it's going to be hard for you to figure out what those keywords are to be able to create listings. Even to do product research is going to be challenging for you. But if it's something that you know a lot about, if you're a truck driver and you've gardened since you were 6 years old, then you're going to know what are the products that people that garden are looking for. Those people who like to build gardens, they like to tend to the garden. People that want to start a garden, you know what those things are because you're living in that space. That keyword brain dump is so much easier for you. So think about some of the things that you do know. And you can start with that as the baseline based on your knowledge and experience. Same example is, I'm a single mom of 2 special needs teens. And so I can find and do product research on all types of tools that families with special needs kids need. And I could come up with titles for some of those products based on what they are and how the families in this specific community would use these products, would access or search these products because of the fact that I have experience in this particular area. I have knowledge that people who don't have special needs kids have. So if you're a single person who hasn't spent any time around kids, you're a single person who doesn't have kids, doesn't take care of kids, doesn't even do it in the spare time, doesn't volunteer with kids, and let alone doesn't work with special needs kids at all, it's going to be a little more challenging for you to write titles and descriptions for products that you're selling that resonate with the audience that actually is experiencing this, that are on this journey. It's going to be harder for you to do the product research. You can use tools to do that, but again, the relevancy, because you have no connection to it, is not going to be as strong as I understand what they would use this for, and I understand what they would use that for. So you have some knowledge within you when it comes to, doing the keyword research. So doing a brain dump is going to help you. Customer surveys and interviews, looking at the feedback, like looking at the customer reviews, that can sometimes yield you will yield you some keywords. So when I go do product research and I'm starting on Amazon, I will look at the customer reviews. I've mentioned that before. And I'll even go down to the ones that are the negative reviews so I can get some insight on what people didn't like about this product, so that when I get ready to write my product description and title, that I am mentioning the opposite of whatever they were complaining about, as long as it's valid. Competitor analysis, again, you can use your competitors' listings to help you to figure out what keywords you want to use in your title and description. Long tail keyword research, again, that's more than one word combined together. As I said before, dress shoes. So you could just say shoes, but if someone was really looking for dress shoes or formal attire or whatever, they're gonna, those two words together or those three words together, whichever one they are, is what you need to come up in the search engine. So you need to be mindful of long tail keywords, more than one word that is a keyword. Analyze the search queries and take suggestions from it. So when we type in something in the search box, and we're going to see this in just a second, when you first start typing the first couple of letters, something's going to default in there. It's going to give you a list of 10, like almost on every single one of these platforms, it gives you a list of 10. Social media listening, that's just paying attention to what's being posted on social media when it comes to a specific thing. So like slides are a thing for teenagers. It's a thing that they like. And so I don't understand, but you want to go look at some of the trends of what they're saying when it comes to if you're going to sell slides. Content analysis, again, if you're writing blogs or anything else, or even just the description of the product. Local keyword research. If this is one of those products that you're going to source locally, or it can be purchased locally, or it can be used, like people local can go find this item, then take that into account as well. And then user-generated content or reviews. We already talked about reviews, but user-generated content. So user-generated content is like TikToks. Someone's talking about dress shoes. These are the most comfortable dress shoes I've ever worn, and I have a size 14 foot or 17 foot. You always want to check it out. Someone's going to do a TikTok. They're going to talk about the name brand. They're going to talk about the shoe. They're going to talk about how it feels and all that other stuff. And you, as a seller, like that type of content, if you're selling that product, it's helpful for you to get more sales and drive more traffic to your listing. So you can create your own user-generated content, or you can go and see what's already out there. See if you can partner with an influencer and have them help you promote your specific product, especially if they already have a following. So the tools you can use, this is by no stretch of the imagination a long list of tools, but what it is you can use some of these. I think every single one of these are free, except for keywords. Well, I think there's a free version of keywords everywhere. Google Trends is free. Analyzer is free. It's Chrome extension. AMZ Suggest Expander is also free. There's a lot of different free tools that you can use to help you with your keyword research. And I do use Amazon all the time as my starting point for my research, because they've already done 75 to 80% of the heavy lifting. They've already grouped together the things because they created categories and subcategories or secondary categories. They've already grouped together what you need to know. And you can look at, the first 10 listings on the specific thing to get ideas for your title and for your description for the product that you happen to be selling. So you could use these extensions and or tools to use for keyword research. You can also do paid tools. There are quite a few paid tools. And so the one thing I will say about paid tools, they are extremely helpful. With paid tools, know that other people are using the same tool. Same thing with free tools. But with free tools, you have a better chance of trying to figure out what's the organic results might be. You can do that with paid tools as well. But again, you're paying a monthly fee for that, or a usage fee. Now, Keywords Everywhere, there is like a $10 a year fee for like 100,000 searches. So it's worth it for $10 a year. Yeah, I don't even know what that is per month. Like, it's a small, tiny, minuscule number, that's for sure. But use the free tools to get familiar with just the activity of doing research for keyword research, and then consider investing in paid tools when you are profitable. I would not recommend it from the jump. And the only exception to the rule is Keywords Everywhere, because it's $10 for the entire year, which is bananas. So some of the things when it comes to keyword research, look for your seed words. These are the words that are foundation of your keyword research process. They help to define your niche. And so these words, these seed words, are words that can come up on your competitors' pages, or use your help you identify your competitors. Yeah. The next one is to see what keywords your competitors are ranking for. Again, go look at your competitors' listings. Put them side by side. Like, you can dump them into a Google spreadsheet, the titles, and put them all side by side for the first 5 to 10 titles of the same product or a similar product as yours. So you can start pulling out some of those keywords that might help you in your listing. Also, look at their descriptions and look at their images. There may be something to their images. I would also, if I were you, when I'm creating my listing, name your images. Make sure your keywords are in there in the first 2 to 3 words of whatever the product is, the strongest keywords. Because again, there could be potentially a few different keywords that you are potentially going to be searching for or using. Go back to the example of dress shoes. It could be formal wear. It could be dress shoes. It could be, if we're talking about little kids, we'd be talking about ring bearer shoes. We could be talking about the flower girl shoes. Like, there's so many different things that you could be comparing against, just to make sure that you're incorporating as many of the keywords as possible in the listing you're creating. I mentioned before, there are keyword research tools. And like I said, there are so many different tools that are out there, and you can pay for the tools or you can use the free and start with that, get some idea from there, and then to narrow your search even more, then use some paid tools. But make sure you're profitable, and then study your niche. We haven't gotten into niche research, but if you're going to specialize in a specific area when it comes to products or a specific theme, then in most cases that would be considered a niche. I'll use the example of flower girls formal wear. So if I'm going to just focus on flower girls, that's it. I'm going to be your one-stop shop for everything that's flower girl related, from the little headpiece to the dress, to the socks, to the patent leather shoes, to the gloves, to the basket that they carry, to the flowers that go in the basket. Like, any number of things that are flower girl related, that would be a niche. I would be focusing 100% on flower girls, and that's it. Now, the bigger niche would be weddings, but I would narrow it down to a flower girl. And if that's where I'm going to focus, then I'm going to put all my energy in sourcing products related to that, finding product providers so I can get the best deal that specialize in that. And so it's going to be 100% focused on flower girls, and that is the only thing that we're going to focus on. So you want to be aware of, again, what a niche is, and we're going to take a deeper dive in the niches in part 2. But all of these are ways in which to do your keyword research. So let's do so. We're going to start typing the first couple of letters in the search engine, and we're going to see what the results are. I also want to encourage you to go ahead and install AMZ Suggestion Expander Chrome extension and Analyzer Chrome extension. Those two are free, and I would encourage you to install them. They can help you with keywords. And again, I use Amazon. Even if you're not selling on Amazon, you still use Amazon because they've done 75% of the research for you. Like, they've done a lot. They already know, again, categories where your products would be listing in, your subcategories. They've already given you, they normally display, when you're looking at a listing list, they normally display those items that are selling in the top Amazon top 100 in the first results. So about, the first 10 to 20 slots are all ones that are ranking on the Amazon top 100. Most people don't realize that. And then they don't show the things that are not moving, they show the things that are selling. And the things that are selling are either the Amazon movers and shakers or the Amazon top 100. So the great piece of information, or great advantage of that, is that you can use that information to be able to get your listings ranked faster, or to get them to come up faster, because of the fact that, again, if you do a really good job with it, it comes up well on Amazon, you have a higher probability of coming up higher in the natural Google search. You have a lot of opportunity just to be able to get your item listed and seen. So you want to learn what those words are. You can use Amazon to help do some comparison and do some research analysis. And you can also use free tools to do that. So let's go do some searching. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. That timing was like crazy. All right, so today I was doing an exercise with my son. We were talking about PJ Masks, and I am going to PJ Masks, as you can see, PJ Masks gecko figure, action figure. Okay, so I'm going to try to grab this, and I'm going to do some searches for PJ Masks, and I'm going to do some searches for PJ Masks over here. And we're going to find one product that is the same product on all three platforms. And we're going to look at the title and description. Now, I will tell you, sometimes the people who are selling on Amazon will just push the same listing over to Walmart and eBay. We're not doing that. So let's just see what we can find. When I was saying the number one items come up in the results first, so the thing that's selling the fastest and the most are going to come up in the results first. So if I looked at the rank of this product, this product, this product, and this product, there is probably 100% chance that they're in the Amazon top 100 for this particular category in some way. Now, here's some more results. They're giving you more results. I always ignore the ones that start with sponsor. So if it said the word sponsor down here or up here, I would just ignore those and go straight to the first one that does not say sponsored. Sometimes sellers are paying a lot in ads to just show up there as well. So again, most of the time those are going to be flagged as sponsored. So we've got this car thing, this toy, and here's another one of those, that same toy. So here's PJ Masks and it's $6.99, this particular toy. And then I think up here is the same toy. So this right here, I think, looks like visually is the same thing as this, maybe. Let me just see if they're the same toy. They look like they are. Well, this one doesn't have the little gator part on it. So this one may not be the exact same. I was just noticing the little gator thing. But let's see if we can find this toy. It is the Gecko Mobile. So we're going to go look for PJ Masks Gecko Mobile. Hold on. Let me just spell this right. Gecko Mobile. All right. And Gecko. All right. So what I do, and this is what I was talking to my son about today. Yeah, the cars look similar, but they are not the same. So this particular car is the same car that is on Amazon up here. So this is the same listing. This is the same listing. And let's see if we can find it on eBay. It has a little reptile thing on it, but I don't see the immediate one. They're similar, but I don't know if you guys were catching that it had the actual scales on the car. Like it's supposed to have the scales on the car, and this one does not have that. So I'm looking for the scales. It's like a dark green. Oh man. Well, we got the other one everywhere. Wow, really? Okay. So I'm not finding the exact same one. Because if you'll notice, again, what I'm talking about, the little scales is right here, this little piece right there. That is very specific. Same thing with Walmart, again, right there. So when I go over to eBay, I don't see one that has that little darker scale. See, these don't have it right here. So I'm not seeing the exact same one. So I won't be able to do an apples to apples comparison on eBay because I don't see it. I'm looking though, but I don't see it. I see the other one all day long. Like the other one is coming up all day long, but not the one that has a little bit of a scale. So since I don't have the one that has a little bit of a scale on it, then I can't do an apples to apples comparison on all three platforms. Let me just see. Is this one what? No, it is not. It is not. That bites. All right, so let's go ahead and just look. So we have this one. The title, we have a lot of words. Now, I will tell you, they're using the word gecko twice. Action figure, boys, toys, girls, up, green, like 3 years and up, superhero. So this little gecko, this little PJ Masks character is considered a superhero. Yes. It is a PJ Masks. Yes. It says glow and go. I guess I should probably look up glow and go. Is that what this is over here? Glow and go. So let's go put in glow and go. See if we can find this. Glow and go. There he is. All right, so there's a glow and go. So you figured that out. All right, and we're going to go ahead and look at the title. I'll pick the first one just because. And then we're going to use that to do some comparisons. So look at this title. They've got PJ Masks. It's a toy, that's sure, that's for sure. They also have action figure way down here. So they found that toy is being searched more often than action figure. So they put action figure way at the end and they put toys up at the front. Glow and go matters because that's this specific toy. Because remember, we were seeing all those other gecko mobiles, gecko, cars, but we couldn't find this one with the scales. So it was the glow and go that made it stand out. So if a person is looking for the one with the scales, if their kid is adamant about it, then they have the glow and go somewhere at the front of the search fields. And it is a gecko mobile. Okay. They have light up toy cars. So again, glow and light up, those are connected. Those are words that are connected. Cars and mobile, those are words that are similar or related. So we're just dissecting this title. They're also using the word toy like 4 times, which I don't think that's wise, but hey, it's not my listing. So they've got toys, like, okay, they got it in here, a bunch of stuff. They have boys and girls. They indicate the age in the title. They've got preschool toys. So preschool matters because again, that's connected to 3 years and older. Now, normally this like 3 years and older boys and girls will be down in the description, not up in the title, but that's what they did on Amazon. And then you could take a gander at the description. They do have superhero toys for boys and girls. They don't say, I didn't see in here, 3 years and up. So they intentionally put it in the title because they don't include it in the initial description. So if I come down here, see, I don't see anything here. Yeah, 3 years and up. So they have it here. They do have 3 years and up there. So that's dissecting this one. And there's a lot of words that are connected to each other or related in some kind of way. And, they have dual meaning or there's another way to say the same thing. And so that was what I was trying to get at, is that sometimes these things have dual meanings and it's just another way to say whatever it is that you're trying to say. Okay, so then the next one was going over to Walmart. I have no idea if we're going to get anywhere because my computer, there we go. So I have a little pop-up block that came up. I have no idea why, but we're going to keep going. We have, this is the title. So PJ Masks toys, they're using the word toys. They do have the word action figure. They do have lighted up toy car. So you got light up and the glow and go. So glow and go means light up. And the fact that they're using light up as well. They do say car, they got mobile up here. So you got that. So they have streamlined it and it's short and to the point. And let's go look at the description. This is the description. They have some of the similar features that the Amazon listing has when it comes to, so they have the product description up here, 3 years and older. Hasbro is the brand. And then they've got some bullets here. So if we were to compare the content of the bullets on Amazon to the bullets that are on Walmart, there's probably some similarity there. Okay. Then when we go over to eBay, again, we have the PJ Masks toy, glow and go, mobile gecko, light up toy car, and gecko fast shipping. How funny is that? So the gecko, just so you know, is actually supposed to be the fastest one of the little PJ Masks toys. There's 3 of them. There's the owl, she's red, and they got Catboy, he's blue, and they have the gecko. Only reason why I know this because I have an autistic son who liked PJ Masks a lot. So I got to know the characters by default. But in any case, so they use a lot of the same words in the eBay listing as they did in the Walmart listing, but they did add the gecko fast shipping. And those people who know about the characters will think that's a cute pun or play on words. The only thing that they didn't include was the action figure. So again, what I would do is, if I'm the seller of this or selling this particular toy, I'm going to go look up the listing on Amazon. I'm going to go look up the listing on eBay, maybe look up 2 or 3 listings on Amazon, 2 or 3 listings on eBay, 2 or 3 listings on Walmart. And then I'm going to build or compile my listing title based on my research. So you have to find the exact same thing. And so this one has action figure in the title, whereas the eBay one is not using action figure. They're doing a play on words, which is one of the characteristics of the actual toy. He's supposed to be fast. And then Amazon just never came back. Amazon thought about coming back, but Amazon just never came back. So we won't get to look at the Amazon one, but they had a ridiculously long title. They had the word toys in there like 3 or 4 times. So can't do anything with that. But the point that I was trying to make is that, again, looking at your competitors' information to build your title and your description can be helpful to you. And I pointed out a few things in the titles and the descriptions of all of them. So Amazon is not going to come back right now. I don't know why. We're going to move on. Let me just see if I can get another Amazon session going. There we go. All right, so we'll just close this one. We'll let her close on its own. All right, so then I'm going to search for something that has nothing to do with this. So, we were doing some product research earlier today. Wow, I got a lot of product research in here. Okay. All right, so these are things that are trending, it looks like. Berberine, grill brush, travel accessory sprinkler, hose nozzle, reusable water balloons, Crocs for men, Father's Day. Very interesting. These are things that are trending. That's what the little arrow is. And so travel essentials, definitely people going on vacation because kids are out of school. Crocs for men, Father's Day is coming up, Father's Day gifts. So these are all things that are trending. So you just put your mouse in the search box and stuff comes up. So we're going to go after these dress shoes. I'm just going to type in dress shoe and I'm going to stop. Shoes. Okay. So when I don't even finish the rest of the words, this is what I was talking about, the first 10 results. You want to pay attention to what defaults in when you just type in the first couple of words. So I typed in dress space SHO. I didn't even finish shoes. I have shirts and I have shoes. So dress shoes for men, people are using that one more frequently than they are dress shoes for women. That's what that means. It comes up number 1 and then number 2. So more people are looking for dress shoes for men than they are for women. Because of course, probably women, they're going to say heels or flats or low heel, whatever. They're going to say something else that is not necessarily a dress shoe because that's just the way that they search for it. Okay. Then they have dress shoes. and then dress shoes for boys. So I find that very interesting that dress shoes for boys is searched more than dress shoes for girls. See, dress shoes for boys comes up higher in the search results than dress shoes for girls. That's just typing that in. And then dress shoes for women and dress shoe laces for men. This is the other one that comes up, and it's the the lowest, but it is something that people are looking for. So dress shirts is in the middle of this because shirts are SHO and then the RTS. So dress shirts for women comes up before dress shirts for men. I would have thought that dress shirts for men would come up before dress shirts for women, but okay. And then they have dress shirts in general. So from a standpoint of what people are buying, this tells me that dress shoes for boys or men and their laces are something that if I wanted to get into the dress shoe game, I probably should look at that because people are searching that way. Now, I might do some additional research, of course, to figure out if there's other ways that they are searching for it. So I'm going to type in formal, start with formal, and I was put in S. So the next one is formal shoes for men. We got formal summer dresses for women. That's number one. That's the number one thing that's coming up in the word formal and an S. But number two is formal shoes for men. Look at that. And then they have shirts and for men and women, and then they have shoes. So dress shoes for men is a thing that people are searching for. I'm going to do the same thing over on eBay. Let me go up here, clear all this out. And I'm going to put in dress, SH. If I just do SH, shoes, men's, for dress shoes in general comes up, and then men's comes up first before women. So that's the thing that you need to remember. If you're planning on selling men's dress shoes or formal shoes, they are referred to as dress shoes, and they're also referred to as formal shoes. And so you could do men's formal dress shoes, so that way you don't have to use the word shoes twice. And the fact that it's men's is what people are looking for. So they're looking for in the men's shoes category, and again, men come up before women again down in the actual entire long tail keyword. Then they get specific. Men's dress shoe size 10 and 11 are the ones that are the most searched. Good to know. So if you want to sell some shoes and you want to sell some dress shoes, that's information you could use if you're already selling. Okay. What is coming up in the search? So I'm going to do formal, and I'm going to start with the S, and then I don't even have to finish the rest of it. Formal shoes for men, formal shoes. Formal shoes for women are 2 down from that. So again, the men are dominating, not just because Father's Day is coming up. Like that's been a thing for a while. Like that's how they search for men's shoes, is they go after dress shoes or formal shoes if you're trying to do a nice pair of shoes. So, for prom and things like that, which my son went to the prom. Well, one of them went to the prom this year, but he wore tennis shoes. All right, so let's go over to Walmart and let's see what our results are. So I'm going to start with dress shoes. I'm going to start with SH, and I see shirts, then I see shoes, and then women's comes up before men's. This is the first time, because on Amazon, men came up first. On eBay, men came up first. On Walmart, women come up before men. Interesting. So shoes, dress shoes in general, and then dress shoes for women. And it doesn't even say for women. It just says dress shoes, women. That's what it says. So again, paying attention to how it is listed, because that is how people are finding it on Walmart. Okay. Now they do get into men's dress shoes. And so we have men's, meaning putting the gender first, then dress shoes. And that one, as you come down, it is before women in that example. Okay. It'll be the M and the W. I don't know, but that it is before women. Okay. So then let's go to formal. And I'm just going to put an S. The first thing that comes up is for men. First thing. Formal shoes for women is the fifth one down. And then, formal shoes for boys is in the list as well. So again, this just reinforces the fact that more people are searching for dress shoes or formal shoes for men or boys. When they are searching online, that is what they are looking for. And we found out that size 10 and 11 are the ones that are most searched, or they come up in the results the most. Helpful information to use. So whatever you're thinking about selling or whatever you are selling, you can go out there and do some keyword research just by typing stuff into the search box for the different platforms. Definitely include Amazon into this and just do some analysis. You can even do Google searches. If you did Google search, this could help you go down the rabbit hole to figure out whether or not I want to sell this kind of thing. So if you're finding based on just organic research, you can also go to Google Trends, and you're seeing that men's dress shoes and men's formal shoes are a thing. Then you can go out there and start doing research on suppliers that actually sell those and seeing what kind of deal you can get, including on the shoestrings, because the shoestrings are a thing. They are a thing. People are looking for that. So if I go to dress S, so now I've got, of course, my area comes up, but dress shoes, I don't even have to finish it. It says shops near me, and then shoes for men come up first. Shoes for women is like the 8th or 9th in the search. Okay. 8th or 9th in the search. So men is still dominating when it comes to that, because again, women's shoes are referred to different ways. And then formal, dress, and then S. Okay, so now I have formal dress. I got store shops. So they're trying to base my search off of location. If I put an H, now I've got formal dress shoes, but is it going to actually pop into men or women? So formal dress shoes in the search, besides my location, formal dress shoes for women comes up in Google searches before men pop into the scene. Okay. So on Google, people are looking for formal dress shoes for women and formal dress shoes. But on the search, on Amazon, on eBay, and on Walmart, they're searching for formal dress shoes for men more. So Google is getting the women's search results, whereas the other platforms are getting a lot of the men's search results. Or at least men are coming up first instead of women. So use that information to your advantage. Figure out what it is that you're selling, figure out the potential different ways in which people might mention that word. Use a thesaurus. A thesaurus can be your friend. That will help you to find those things. When we were looking at PJ Masks and we were talking about it's an action figure and it's also a toy. It's both of them at the same time. So since it is both, a thesaurus can help point out some of those things. It may also be called a doll. But because he's a superhero, they will call him an action figure. It's a doll. So with that, I hope that you use this information to help you with your keyword research. Use keyword research to help your listings come up first. Use keyword research to be able to figure out what it is maybe is the thing that people are looking for. Maybe you can go reverse research and find suppliers and see what kind of deals and margins you can make on that. But keyword research is paramount to your listings coming up organically in the search. Use that to your advantage and use it to help you to make money and grow your e-commerce business. So my name is Nicole Whitlock. I'm with eCom Sellers. This is the eCom Sellers Academy keyword research and niche research workshop. We will do part 2, which is niche research, in our next series. So with that, if you're in eCom Sellers Academy and you are still live, type your questions in the comments section so that I can answer any questions that you may have. and we can go through any issues that you might be encountering or anything that you want to know about when it comes to your e-commerce business. It doesn't have to be specific to today's workshop. It could be specific to it could be anything. And then if you are listening to the replay, you will receive the replay in your email after this workshop is over. And you're more than welcome to schedule a free 20-minute coaching session to ask any questions. In addition to Academy members, you can do the same as well. I am happy to help you on your e-commerce journey. So with that, I hope you're having a wonderful evening, and we will say goodbye for now. Bye, guys.